Yo, what's going on YouTube? Sorry about that. I was trying to get things configured here and wasn't working out the way that I wanted to. So that's my fault. Tonight we are just doing a follow-up on Black Hat. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about my experience. We'll answer some questions, and another thing that I'm going to do tonight is give away some stuff. So there's a whole bag full of stuff from Black Hat, and I'm just going to give it away. So we'll get started on that in a little bit. So if you guys are interested in winning some free stuff, from some free swag from Black Hat, minus this hat, and a couple other things I'll show you guys that I'm actually going to keep because they're pretty cool. We'll do that, and then of course AMA. So let me drink some water here. I'm very thirsty tonight. That was not a plug. That is not a paid promotion, don't worry. So I'll answer some questions here in a little bit for anybody in the chat right now. But anyway, let's talk about Black Hat. Black Hat was crazy. Black Hat was a different experience, and I think the biggest part of the experience for Black Hat was just going to Vegas. I mean, really, like, going to Vegas was just insane. That place is crazy. Just experiencing that was really awesome. But aside from that, like, the real fun part was definitely live streaming the Game of Titans Championship. That was really cool. That whole arena that they had set up was really awesome. That had me super pumped. And that's like an experience I think I'll always remember. This whole experience I think I'll always remember, just because there were so many different, like, firsts. There were so many different new things that I got to do and experience. So that was really cool. But actually going to Black Hat, I could not believe how many people were at Black Hat. It was insane, the amount of people that were just, like, going through the hallway, or like the different levels, throughout the, like, vendor floor, going from, talk to talk. It was crazy. A lot of people, a lot of weaving in and out of people there. I'll have video on that. I haven't got a chance to export it. It's been people who just got into the field, and then vendors who actually work their way into the security field. And of course, we're just talking about all security stuff right now. I talked to one guy, and I sat down with this guy for, I don't know, probably at least an hour and a half maybe, and he was he wouldn't tell me where he was from, and of course, it's fine. I don't want to know all this information. That's, you don't have to share all that. We're at Black Hat after all. But he was an older guy. He had to be pushing like mid-50s maybe, somewhere around there. And he was a manager or director. He wouldn't he said that he hires people. He hires a lot of people. And what he looks for primarily out of all of his candidates is that customer service aspect, that that willingness, willing to learn more, wanting to learn more, being able to talk to people, being able to interact and have a conversation. That was one of the biggest things that he looked for. And that was a bit surprising to hear in some aspects, because I've always been a big advocate of that. But for him hiring security people, that was really crazy. Like, that was really cool to hear that he's relying on, that aspect rather than, of course, having a little bit of experience he wanted, but that was like something that he weighed really heavy on, because he knows that he could teach any new person who's willing and wanting to do this. And Dakota right now, who's in the chat for sure, he's living proof of this. He's not necessarily in the security sector, but this is a guy who had no certifications, no degree in IT, got a job in help desk, or level 1 tech, something like that. Excuse me if I get that wrong, but I mean, they hired this guy because he has a good personality. He can talk to people. He wants to learn. He has that passion for this. So, it's just, it's really awesome to see, Dakota's example here, and then of course hearing this guy who that's what he looks for. And there was a lot of people in security there that just got into this by just some complete random act, right? Completely random. One of the guys that I spoke to, he's from, I won't say who, I won't do that, but he's from a company. He was a vendor there, but he was a banker on Wall Street or something like that. It's something on Wall Street he did, or accountant, something. I think he was a banker, and he didn't like it anymore. He just didn't. He didn't like doing that. And he got into security by basically somebody he knew. It was just, it kind of fell into place. And that kind of happens a lot too. But here's a guy, oh my gosh, that crazy sound. Thank you, Dakota. I gotta turn these things down. Oh my goodness. Gosh, where was I at? Sorry, when Dakota gave me that super chat, like it delayed here, and it makes this super loud noise in my ears. What was I gonna say? Gosh, I don't know. I was going on some kind of story here. Oh, it totally lost me. That's all right. It's been a long day. It's been a really long day. Okay, yeah, banker guy didn't want to do it anymore and just kind of fell into it, and then he started a cybersecurity company. And it's really crazy to hear that also, because here's a guy who is probably making just like sweet amounts of cash, who kind of fell into the field, and he's been he worked his way through the security field, and now he's this owner of a security company. It's crazy. I was kind of looking at this chat too, and I was kind of laughing, so that's my fault. Nathan says that you can't sit there and say IT is for everyone just because you're passionate. Not saying IT is for everybody just because you're passionate. I definitely think IT can be for everyone. There's nothing that's telling somebody that they can't be a part of IT. If you have the passion for it, I think it drives you a lot further than not having a passion for this field. There's always just so much going on, so much to learn. I just think it could be a difficult field when you're not passionate about what you're doing, and that's could be said for any career. Anything like this could be any career you can do it just because you need to make money and it sounds interesting and you kind of like it, but you're not passionate about it, and it's just not something that it jives with you all the time. You can't leave work all the time and be like happy and glad that you got into that career field like IT. I feel like, I don't know. My mind's all over the place right now. Things have been just absolutely crazy since since coming back from Las Vegas. My sleep schedule's been all jacked up because they're like 2 hours behind, and I had a lot of very long nights there. But anyway, Black Hat was fun. That's what I kind of just want to leave it as. I'll do other videos where I talk about more about Black Hat and the specifics of it when I can actually function properly and it's not late. But oh, gosh, yeah, I wake up every morning excited for work too. Sorry, reading this chat now. And James says that being able to communicate is more important today. It's the way businesses are able to operate their services. For sure. For sure. But anyway, we'll get more Black Hat videos out there. I did an interview. I'm going to find this link here real quick. Because this is something that I was really excited about. Yep. This women cyber jiu-jitsu. I did an interview with I believe she was the CEO, president of this company while we were there, because this is like something else that we need desperately in this field, and whether it's in security or just IT in general, is that we need more women. And I'm a huge advocate of this, so I will kind of just wait to talk more about them till I post the interview video. This is just something that's really exciting, and we're going to talk more about this in another video also. So stay tuned for that video. That'll be fun. I'm going to break up the Project Ares, Game of Titans live stream into a couple different videos. So you guys will see some of that. Not that you're going to care, but it'll be there. 50K subs giveaway. I don't even know if I'm at 50,000 yet. Probably close, but that's not why I'm doing it. I just have a bunch of different swag and stuff from Black Hat that I don't necessarily need it. So yeah, here's NVIDIA socks. Let's go through it. We can go right into it. Here's some Pluralsight socks. Pluralsight. These ones are actually pretty cool, and they're kind of thick too, so they feel like they would be kind of comfortable. I got some NVIDIA stickers. Oh, this is a really cool shirt. Actually, one of these is for me. I got a couple extra. We can just take mine out. Let me get these here. This shirt's pretty funny. I like this shirt a lot. Breach, please. It's pretty crafty what they did there. Yeah, here's one in the package. And here's a Circadent shirt. I'll give one of these away. And it says Circadent on the front, or Project Area, sorry, on the front. So we'll give one of those away too. You got, I don't know, here's a bottle opener for nowadays. They just put like tape, like a little sticky note thing. Draws like a little smiley face. That's what I feel like happens all the time. Here's another sticker. Oh, we got a light up ball. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, that's very pretty. Very nice. Alright, what else we got here? I forgot where I got this one. I feel bad. But that one's pretty cool. I like that one. And it's all binary there. There we go. It's so hard to see. Camera won't focus right. Here's another Game of Titans shirt. It's another Breach Please shirt. What's this one? This one, Control Your Security. This one's really freaking cool. This is a company called Zero Fox. That's a really sweet shirt, and they didn't have my size, because I'm fat, so this one definitely has to be given away. You can see it has like all the social media stuff in there because they do security for social media and things like that. Oh, this one's cool too. Where am I at here? Ah, there we go. I see what a hacker sees. This one's really cool too. This one's really funny. I laughed at this one. Where are we at? There we go. There we go. This is a Power Up sequel. That's the name of the company. Alright, what else we got? I think that was it. Yeah, I didn't really get too much. Just t-shirts and stuff. So yeah, we'll give some of this stuff away. Some of the stuff that I'm not going to give away, I got a really sweet black hat mug that I had to buy. This hat, this black hat, my black hat I bought. This came with something. This I'll probably actually keep because it's, I don't know, it's cool. I like it. I always like to find stuff to write on, so perfect. And this is like my favorite thing, and I can't give it away. Like I just can't, because when you registered and everything and got your badge and all that stuff, which my badge is inside, I forgot it. You get this sweet black hat bag. That book came in the black hat bag. So anyway, that's the black hat stuff. So not too much, but here's another little sticker. I'll just throw in other stuff that I have too, other swags that I have, which is a bunch of different crap that I always collect that I have no need for. But if you guys want something, we'll give this stuff away. All right, let me check the chat real quick here. What's going on, Christian? What can I help you with today? So you had Hitman had an interview a week ago, and as the last follow-up question, you asked, "Can you give me a tour of the department?" And he looked at you like, "What?" I've gotten tours of, I think only like 2 departments ever throughout an interview process. It's not something that I would necessarily ask, but I don't see anything wrong with it really. If I think they wouldn't show you a tour of the department if you weren't like a match. There's been a couple times where I've actually done the interview in the department, so like an office right outside of the department. So you kind of go through it to get there, but yeah, I wouldn't see a big issue with that. What's going on, Chris? I just saw you're in here. How you doing, sir? B-sides and DEF CON next year. Yeah, I really hope that I can come out next year. I definitely want to experience more of the conferences than I did this year. I definitely partook in the just experiencing Vegas a lot. Like walking around with somebody who I really appreciate, that this person who walked around the strip with me. That was awesome for real. Like that was probably the highlight of my experience really, is walking down the strip and experiencing that. You can't really beat that. I'm really big into experiencing new things and seeing new things. So like I always want to travel and just see stuff that I've never seen before. So Vegas was definitely one thing that's been on like my bucket list for my entire life. Always wanted to go to Vegas and check it out. So yeah, next year I hope that I can come out and experience more of the conference though, or conferences. Definitely DEF CON, because I walked over to DEF CON on my last day there just to check it out, and there was a ton of people at DEF CON also, and they got some really sweet like badges that had like looked like a little motherboard type of thing, like a little chipset type of a couple of them were different. They were all very similar, but they lit up and everything, so that was like just kind of cool. It was just really nerdy, but I think most nerds would appreciate something like that. My tattoo's all jacked up because I can't show it good here. Being dumb there. Yeah, tattoo's all jacked up because my skin hates tattoos for whatever reason. Color always like fades really bad, and yeah, my skin doesn't agree. So it's all like scabbed up super bad. But I mean, you guys can kind of get the gist of it, right? Oh my goodness. Yeah. B-sides at minimum for sure. I don't know any good places to get vouchers for CompTIA, to be honest with you. Yeah, if you save me a badge, that would be legit for sure. Oh, I didn't know it had a text adventure built into it. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Christian, all right, you're quadriplegic and you're looking for an online course for free and hands-on too. What are you looking to learn? That would be my first question for you. What is it that you are specifically interested in learning as far as IT goes? Yeah, Chris, that sounds really awesome though. I wish I would have. I wish I would have registered for DEF CON. I didn't think I was going to make it over there, and I didn't want to kind of have my last day where it's just me rushing for DEF CON, because I kind of like walked. I took like the tram from the Luxor to the Excalibur. What, I cannot say anything right now. I'm so tired. Yeah, don't listen to me right now. But anyway, I took the tram down there, and then I walked from wherever that was back down to Caesars, and just made my way through there. So it was fun experiencing the strip during the day. Also, I did that on my own, but yeah, I had some very interesting pictures, stuff that I probably can't show on YouTube, but they're not that bad. But I don't. Very interesting. So yeah, it was fun though. And then when I got to Caesars, I actually that very morning I was up till like 5 in the morning. I went down and I was gambling. I do like to gamble. It's fun. And for like the very first time ever, I sat down at a table and played 3-card poker. I played 3-card poker before. I know how it works and all that, but I've never sat down at a table in a casino in my entire life and bet. So that was like a completely different process to me. Like, and I had one too many, to be completely honest with you guys also. So it was a very interesting experience, learning how the betting process works and all that, but it was so fun. And I think what made it the most fun is like I, again, didn't understand quite like the betting process. I didn't know like what each domination was on the chips and everything like that. But again, I knew how to play 3-card poker. I knew what everything was and all that. And I was, again, too many into it. I'm just betting, and I was doing all right. Like, I was doing fine. It was definitely beginner's luck for sure. Because on one hand, I bet like $25, because I was doing all right. Like, I put down $100 and I think I was up like another $100. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do a hand of like $25 because I was just doing like $5 or $10, I think, on the table. And bet $25, and then I got a royal, or a straight flush. It wasn't a royal flush; it was a straight flush, and that paid like 40 to 1 or something, or I forget whatever. I won $1,000 like just off that one hand, and like they start giving me these chips, right? And then he puts out a chip that I haven't seen before. I didn't know like the color, the domination of it, whatever. He puts a chip down, and he puts like all these other chips down. Again, color I wasn't too sure of. And I was like, what just happened here? And he's like, well, you just won $1,000. I'm like, wait, what? Like, that's, no. And then he like showed me like the odds and all that. It's crazy. Like, could not believe that I just sat down and like won $1,000. It's nuts. And then I gave a lot of it back the next day or so. It was all right though. I think I came out even. I did bet a lot of money, but even with winning $1,000, I think I came out even. I don't know. That was fun for me. I don't get to do that. I have kids. I have a lot of kids. And I actually, something very interesting. I'll show you guys this picture because it will make this a very interesting live stream. Let me see if I can find this picture. I don't know if you got here. Let's do this one. Sorry, I'm gonna find this picture because this is gonna be a little bit exciting. I don't even know what to think of it yet. I don't want to hold this up to the camera, so I'm gonna email it to myself and throw it into OBS. There we go. All right, Christian. So what I mean is, what area of IT interests you? Because there's many, and everywhere from like programming to database administration, help desk, system administration, network administration. Oh my God, there's so many different things, right? You could go into like mobile device management and yada yada yada, right? What is the one thing out of all of these different areas that you can go out and research? What is that thing that's going to be the most interesting to you? And then just start finding the resources to learn them. And obviously I'm here to give you those resources so you don't have to go very far. But let me know like what's the thing that excites you the most. And if you don't know what that is, I suggest that you really look up different IT job roles and what they do. I have a couple videos on that stuff, but you're gonna find more text out there on the web that's gonna have that information. So look that up. Let's see, Sean. Oh, what made me get into IT? Oh man, Hitman. That is a great question. IT. I think I had to be like 10 or 11 years old. And first of all, let me go back even further than that. I've always had computers my entire life. My mom and dad ran a business, and they always had like a computer to do the different I can't think of what I'm thinking. Inventory, because they had different inventory applications and stuff on there. So there's always a computer around for different things like that. And I had an older brother, so he was kind of interested in computers also. So I remember, I couldn't tell you the names of the computers, and I'm terrible in that aspect. So I'm sorry. But I remember back in like 1993, and I would say 93 to 95. It's 1993 to 1995. Yes, I'm dating myself. In 93, I would have been like 9 years old. So I remember we got like a Packard Bell, and it was a real big deal because it had like Windows 3.1 on it, and it was like freaking sweet, right? Everybody made a big deal out of it. I remember we had it for a couple of years, so probably by the time I turned 10 or 11, it stopped working. It would just restart like all the time, and you could be using it for a half hour and then it just restart. You could be using it for 10 minutes and just restart. It's just really random how that worked. And I couldn't figure out why I was doing it. And I kind of asked around. My best friend's dad was really nerdy. He was really into computers. I asked him, and he's like, "Oh, well, just reinstall Windows on there." I'm like, "Well, I don't know how to do that." I was like this little stupid kid, and he told me how to do it, and he gave me the discs, the floppy disks, to do this. So I did it, and reinstalled Windows on there. Everything worked fine until it just started restarting again. And then I was like trying to figure it out from there, like why is this thing restarting? At that point, I took off the case, and it was the first time I've ever seen anything like that in my life. Like seeing a motherboard and all the different components that were built into these stupid machines back then, and it really wasn't that much nowadays, but back then, like that was like huge, like it was crazy. And I would just kind of like look around and try to figure out what each part was, and I'd ask about it. I still couldn't figure out what the heck was wrong with this computer, and it drove me nuts. But that was like the first time that really got me like super interested in computers. And then probably fast forward to like being 14, 15 years old, and like getting the internet for the first time. That was insane. I got heavily into web development, but always had this, this hankering for technology on the other side of things. So, um, I don't know. For me, it's just been obviously like something I've always been interested in. It's something that I've always just had uh, this this want for. Like I always wanted to know more about it, and I can't consume enough of technology. Just like learning the backside of everything. You know what I mean? Like it's just fun for me. It interests me. It keeps me engaged, and I'm passionate about it. So yeah, it that's kind of how I. That's what got me interested, and that's what made me get into it. Leaving the computer on all night to download a song. Yep, I'd be lucky if I got like a 56K connection, and still to this day, if I hear the sound of a dial-up modem, I just cringe. Like even at the time, like I just hated that sound. It was so loud and annoying. Oh, it drove me nuts. I remember like like either a year or two after we got dial-up for the first time, cable came out, and that was just like, oh my gosh. And Napster had just come out right when we got cable, or like Napster was getting like really big, and God, I can remember like me and my brother were just like tearing up bandwidth. Like you couldn't do anything because we were just downloading everything we possibly could. It was so much fun. Like that was like Christmas. That was like Christmas for days. So, Mom, yeah, dude, I definitely had that. Uh, I don't know if this worked for everybody, and I never actually even looked into this, but I remember like we had a second phone line to this phone line, and if you picked up the phone and like this phone had like a trigger on it, like a for the hang up button, if you just tapped it a bunch of times, it would make the person on the computer disconnect always, like always, as long as it's on the same line. So that that was fun. If I ever like wanted to get my dad or my brother off the internet, like that's what I would do. Like if I wanted them off the computer so I could go use it, I would just make them so mad, like disconnecting them so many times, and they never knew. Like they could never figure it out, like what was happening. That was some funny stuff right there. Again, I don't know if that was like the case for everybody, but that was a lot of fun back in the day. I said back in the day, and it was literally like, God, 18, 19, 20 years ago. That's crazy. It's 20 years ago. That's a long time ago. Now I feel so old. Chris left already. That sucks. Now I'm going through the chat. If you can go to Vegas and come out even, you did good. Yeah, for sure, man. I definitely did all right. I mainly manage networking. Is that what you're asking? Is server MCSA a good next step to becoming a sysadmin after completing a degree? If you completed a degree, I mean, I would definitely just study for the MCSE, but that's just me. Which part of IT do I recommend for a completely beginner to start learning IT? Well, I mean, it depends on what you want to do. If you completely know nothing about technology, there's like the CompTIA fundamentals certification, and then there's the CompTIA A plus certification. Those will definitely give you like a very good groundwork of everything. The fundamentals is just, if you really know nothing about computers, fundamentals is the way to go. If you have like a good hankering on technology, then the A plus is definitely the way to go, for sure. You can get you're gonna get everything that you need to know, kind of from the ground up, type of thing, where you'll really kind of have a good grasp on technologies and how they work. But yeah, from there, really, I mean, but if you want to learn programming, like you can just start learning programming. You don't necessarily have to go to the A plus. So there's that also. I make you feel old now. Oh man. Well, I'm guessing the 74 would be your birthday. Let's see, Christian. So everything, you're interested in everything. Yeah, you gotta figure out what you want to do, man. Let's see. So I had like stacks of AOL free trials, just like stacks of them. I would do some crazy stuff back in the day when we did have dial-up, when we had AOL, for sure. Can't really talk about that stuff because that stuff was no bueno. But back in those days is when I learned Visual Basics. Visual Basic, sorry. Yeah, so 99, I think I was learning VB, and did some interesting stuff with that. Should do. Oh, hang on, let's see. When you had the live stream before you went to Vegas, I told you I was taking my MTA security. You said good luck. Oh, awesome, Shadow. That's all super cool, man. Congratulations for sure. I should do a giveaway. All right. Well, all right. I got to figure out if I do like a number thing, like a random number generator. Let's do that. Let's do 100. Okay. Let me pull this up on the stream. That one. Yeah, buddy. All right. Cool. Sorry, I gotta adjust this stuff, or else it will drive me crazy. All right. Can I do a video on Linux? Yeah, I'm definitely. There's going to be quite a few videos coming out for Linux. I think Project Ares is good for anybody who's looking to get into cybersecurity for sure. It's going to teach you a lot of basic things. And again, when I was doing the live stream in Vegas, like there was stuff that I saw that I've never seen before. So it was really cool to see that. So everything from the beginner stuff all the way to some of this more advanced stuff that they were doing. That's what Project Ares will do for you. And it's crazy. I do not have Discord. I also miss You Got Mail. That was I do actually smile when I hear that. That's pretty cool. Oh, thank you from Nepal. Gotta pay or anything? Yeah, there's a price involved. I'll be sending out an email either tomorrow or next week. I've been like super crazy busy. So that email will have more info. So anyway, we're gonna do the random number generator to give away some stuff. So what you guys need to do is, if you are the closest to the number without going over, this is Price is Right, closest to the number without going over, you need to send me an email with your name and address and all that fun stuff, and I'll send you some of this cool stuff. I'm also going to write this down. So I love writing stuff down. Doing live stream giveaway. Yeah, if you, either not tonight, tomorrow or next week, I'll send out the email. I promise. I'll try to make it tomorrow about Project Ares. All right, so, all right. Pluralsight socks. Okay, we're gonna give these bad boys away. All right. If you want Pluralsight socks, so yeah, number between 1 and 100. If you whoever comes the closest, you get them. And I'll wait for you guys to put your numbers in the chat. So put your numbers in the chat. And if you want the Pluralsight socks, you'll get them. 42, only one guess. How many people are even on the live stream? I don't even know right now. I don't know what the delay is on this thing either. Oh, shoot. My bad. I forgot I was sharing this screen. I was looking to see. 12 people. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Alright. I should write this in chat since there's a delay. Anyone else? Alright, I'm going to end it. So, we'll do this. 47. So, it looks like Dakota, you're going to get some Pluralsight socks, bro. Alright. Alright, so for the NVIDIA socks. It'll be the NVIDIA socks and the stickers. We'll just keep them together. NVIDIA socks and the stickers. Alright. How many people are in the chat? Nobody wants to win some free stuff? I mean, I know it's not like the coolest stuff, but come on. I'm going to throw in some other stuff that I have laying around too. It's all brand new stuff. Shirts. There's a book bag. There's, I don't know, a bunch of crap. It's not crap, but stuff I don't need. Alright, so we'll end this one. End. And generate. 94. Sean. Or maybe. I don't know. Looks like it could be Sean. NVIDIA. Zach at itquestions.com. Alright. What are we going to do next? I'm going to put all this little stuff together. No, I'm not. Maybe I am. Am I? Let's see. Nah. Alright, so we'll do all this little stuff and the monkey dumping on the database. So, and all this little stuff. I'm going to give you all that stuff. So, got to keep all this stuff together. I'm going to roll all this stuff right into this thing. Oh, size, it's a 2X. Christian, why do you want me to call you on Hangouts, bro? . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Any more numbers? Come on, peoples. It's between 1 and 100. Well, even though it won't fit you, you can still win it and do something with it. Use it as a rag for oil or something. I don't know. All right. I'm going to end this one. All right. Next number is 100. Oh, Shadow Tap, bro. You would have got it. All right, Dakota. There's more stuff for you. All right. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. All right. How about this one? You see what a hacker sees. Do help desk technicians escalate problems to not deal with end users? Francisco, I'm sure some of them probably do. And I'm sure that the level 2 techs or senior techs or sysadmins, whoever that stuff gets thrown to, are very displeased. I would be... I didn't like it when they did that to me, so I could only imagine that other people hate that as well. I need more water. Alrighty. Oh, hang on, I gotta end it. New number, 43. So that would be Shadow Tap. Alright, Shadow Tap, you get that. Send me an email, zach@itcareerquestions.com. So, next item is, this is extra large. Control your security. It's a really awesome shirt right here. Super awesome. If you guys want that, give me your numbers. Man, I bet if I would have put, like, on the live stream thing here, like, giveaway, that more people would be like, oh yeah, I want to win stuff. I don't care what it is. I just want to win. All right. So we'll stop this. Oh, all right. All right, we'll end it. 46. Shadow's hat again. All right, so yeah, just shoot me over email, and I'll get this out to you. All right, cool. All right, we'll go on to the next one. I'm sorry I'm taking so long. Gotta write stuff down. All right, breach, please. It's a extra large. If you guys want this one, give me your numbers. 1 to 100. Enter now. And I gotta wait. I know. All right, so I'm gonna answer some questions while we're doing this. Would you recommend going through A plus, Network plus before trying to tackle Cisco? Um, I mean, you could do A plus CCENT, or you could do A plus Network Plus, then CCNA. It's up to you. All right, for breach, please. Let's see. Any more? Oh man. Okay. End it. 53. Oh, I didn't see we have two people with the same numbers. All right, well, whatever. You guys are the closest without going over. So, Shadow Tap. Wait, what? Oh, there's a. Oh, no. I didn't see JJJT. So, JJJTTTT. You got breach, please. Yeah, I didn't see the 47 at first. I don't know why. Let's do. Shoot, I dropped a shirt. Let's do this one. It's the Circadence Project Aries shirt. This is a 2X. I guess it would be a 2X, yeah. You want one of those? One of the Aries ones? Or one of the Project Aries ones? Or you want one of the Breach Please shirts? Sorry. Alright. Looks like we're good. We'll end it. Alright, let's see what the number is. 17. Shadow Tap. What's up, dude? And Project Aries, eh? That's easy, though, because that makes shipping this stuff so much more simple. Alright, this is another 2X shirt. Oh, here, it says it on the side here. Who is this? Who gave me this shirt? CSX, Cybersecurity Nexus. Cool. Alright, you guys want this bad boy. Let me grab this other shirt before I forget. This shirt is really freaking sweet, though. This is like a shirt that I would definitely wear, and it's so cool because it's all binary. I love this shirt. I don't want to give it away. I changed my mind. I'm keeping this. Sorry, guys. It's mine. Keep it. I have to keep it. It's too cool. Just kidding. Alright. 21. Oh, man. Look at that. Nobody was supposed to win this one. You guys are all over. So I guess the house wins on this one, unfortunately. So house is going to take this one since you guys couldn't guess the right number. Or, guess close enough without going over, because this is The Price is Right. So price is wrong for you, because it's mine now. I'm just kidding. We'll still give it away. I really do want this, but I will give it away. So we'll do a re-roll for. All right. I definitely do want it. I'm going to have to contact these guys and say, hey, look, I gave away one of your shirts. Can you give one away to me? Because I really do want this shirt. For sure. All right. go. New number. 13. Lucky number 13. All right, Wasim. Cool. All right. What's the, here we go. It's another Project Aries shirt. What do you know? All right. If you guys want, there was a 12? How am I missing this stuff? All right. My bad. You know what? Since I screwed up, Wasim, you can get the Project Aries shirt. I'm just a failure tonight. So, let's see. Chandra, you get the Binary Skull shirt. Binary Skull shirt. Sorry, I had to write it all down. All right, last thing is another Breach Please shirt. 2X Breach Please. I think that's all I got. I think that's it. This is the last thing right here. I was going to give away this bag, but it ripped. I was a little sad about that. So, unfortunately, this bag goes to nobody. Oh, from Isaka, huh? All right. We'll end it up now. So, generate 44. Oh, Shadow Tat, you got it right on the money. I feel like you're hacking this, bro. Shadow Tat also gets Breach Please. Cool. Shadow Tat's like, if these random number generators ain't got nothing on me. All right, so if you guys will send me an email, zach@itcareerquestions.com. Put it in the chat again. Email at itcareerquestions.com and give me your address, and I will send you this stuff. If you guys, give me your email or your info and stuff tonight, I can hopefully get it out tomorrow. The sooner I can get this stuff out, the better. The longer I wait, that won't be fun, because then I'll forget about it. So thank you guys for playing. I hope that was fun and exciting for you, because it was super fun and exciting for me, because I don't have to keep any of this stuff. It's all gone. I am out of water, and that is super unfortunate. Well, anyway, I think that's all I got for you guys. I don't know. I feel like I got nothing else to add. You guys have any questions about anything? I'll be happy to answer them quickly. Otherwise, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna peace out. Peace out this place. Now I'm just checking random stuff here. How do I... Okay, 43 minutes. I was trying to see, excuse me, how long I've been live streaming. That's already 12:20 a.m. Yeah, Shadow's pretty lucky. Yeah, let me look at your question if I can. Let's cheat. I do you get some more insight. All right, so you took an ethical hacking course that basically just taught you how to be a script kiddie. Any idea on how I could gain some more insight on how the tools actually work? It depends on what you're using, but I'm sure you could build your own like virtual labs and do different things that way. But again, it depends on everything that you kind of learned through that ethical hacking course. But you can spin up your own VMs and do it that way. You can use Project Ares, etc., etc. There are ways. I always suggest for anything like that, for any type of testing, really, is spinning up a VM is so incredibly easy nowadays. Um, it doesn't take much to be able to spin up a VM. So do that. Get a couple different test VMs. You can put whatever OS you want on them. Thank you, Shadow Tap. Dakota, I will. This last week has been insane since I've come home. So I'm hoping, and I believe next week or the following week, um, here's exciting news. I just recently brought on a partnership manager for IT career questions. So he is going to help me put together different, you know, different things. Where, sorry, I'm reading way too much, more than I should be right now. Partnership manager is going to help me partner up with different companies and do things. That's the only way I'm going to put that right now. So he's coming out here next week or the following week, and he is a really cool guy. I've known him for about 2 years or so now, and I met him through IT Pro TV. He used to work at IT Pro TV, and the first time I went down to visit IT Pro TV, he was there. He was one of the guys there. He's a salesman there, and we just started talking. Like he was really interested in what I was doing, and I was telling him all about it. He's really big into like watching YouTube and stuff like that. So he was like spitting things back and forth at me, and we remained in touch. For the last 2 years, like always talked, and he would always run stuff by me, and I'd run stuff by him. And now he's gonna be handling some stuff for me, which is really cool. But I'm gonna get him on this channel to do an interview. We're gonna talk to him about working sales in IT, because that's something that's it's a different part of IT that I have not covered yet. And I think it would be fun for the people who are looking to get into sales and are considering the IT side of that. This would be some good information. And even people who have been working in IT who want to make that change, because I have dealt with a lot of salesmen working in IT, and especially like the vendors and stuff that actually come to your location, and they always bring you free stuff. They always bring you food, which is the best, or they take you out to eat, which is the best also. Because obviously if you got their business, they're gonna keep you happy, or if they're trying to get your business, they're definitely gonna give you some free stuff. So the life of those guys can be kind of impressive also, because they make a lot of money, and they also get to play with a lot of new technology. So what's really cool about, working in IT and then making a transition to sales, for instance, if that's something you think you can do, you have all this fundamental knowledge of how IT works. Or if you're going, like say you're working in networking, right? You're a network administrator and you're like, I want to do sales. And you wind up doing sales for somebody like HP, where you're going to cover maybe business equipment, like, switches. That would be a great transition for you, because you'd know exactly what you're talking about to sell potential customers. That's like a huge bonus right there. So there's actually a lot of people who work sales in IT who go and get certifications. They study for these certifications and they go and get them just because they want to prove that they have the knowledge of whatever it is that they're trying to sell. Those are the dedicated people. Like, those people are dedicated. They like sales, they like making money, and they're willing to learn whatever they can to help make that sale. But anyway, we'll get him on, and that's going to be fun. He's a really cool guy, like I said. So we'll talk more about him. There was something that I was going to share, and I think I went to go open it up. I got to open up my email here. It's going to take me a minute. Oh, did I miss anything in chat here? Jesse, you know, to be quite honest with you, going to school has its advantages. Going to school will have more advantages than anything else if you're just getting into this field. If you've been in this field for a long time, it still does actually have its advantages, but it's not going to be a huge difference. But you will be limited. There are jobs out there that require that you have a degree. There's no getting around that. Whether you've been in this field for 40, 50 years or not, and you say you don't have a degree, the job requires it, a job requires it. So it is what it is. But there are a lot of jobs out there that don't care that you don't have a degree. The hospital that I worked at, I didn't have a degree. Both of our system administrators didn't have a degree. I think one of the guys on our team had a degree in, I don't know, something that wasn't even IT related. And then we had another guy on the team who did have a degree in IT. But yeah, 3 of us on the team. There's a couple more. 3 of us on the team, though, that had no degrees. And I was doing mobile device administration, and then we had a system administrator level 1 and a system administrator level 2. They didn't have degrees. So, and then one of the sysadmins, who's Chris Davis, who runs PC Addicts on the YouTube, he had certifications back from like 1999. So he doesn't have any new certifications. The sysadmin 2, the level 2 system administrator, has no certs, no degree. So that kind of shows you what a degree means to some people. But again, there's jobs out there that require you have a degree. For the hospital, though, like if one of these sysadmins who, you know, are system administrators, if they wanted to be any type of management, they would have to have a degree. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to have a degree, or you have to be working towards a degree. That's a requirement that they have. So they don't have requirements on getting a job in IT, but if you wanted to be management, you would have to have a degree. So there's one instance. Study tip: make your own labs all day. Make your own labs. Man, there's so much stuff to go over here. I missed a lot of questions. If there's still people in this chat who asked a question just recently, please ask again. Like, I'm gonna put this there because I don't want to have to scroll up and like miss your chat or reply to a chat if you're not even here anymore. So if you have questions, let's see, Mighty Men, you saw a video that says if you don't have a degree in IT or cybersecurity, you can not get a job in security. Is that true? That is absolutely not true. Again, there are jobs out there that require you have a degree. Can't get around that. But there are plenty of jobs out there in security that do not require you have an ID. That require you have a degree. Sorry, I'm tired. But some of these jobs that do not require a degree might require a certification, especially in security. So there's that. It's terrible. No more water. So yeah, if you guys have questions, please put them there. Let's see. Any advice for getting a dog to stop being scared of storms? I can't. I don't know, man. I haven't had dogs. I had dogs when I was a kid. That's it. Get one of those. What are they called? Um, like heavy blankets. What are they called? I know they make those things for dogs too, where you like snuggle them all up in this like little contraption that's like all heavy and stuff. Chris Davis from the hospital, from PC Addicts, he has one for one of his dogs because like when they go on car trips, the dog like freaks out, but when they put this like vest or something on it, like the dog's fine. It's crazy. Let's see, Sean, you're currently in your second year of college majoring in computer science with mathematics and cybersecurity. Is there any real benefits for the mathematics and industry, or should you drop? Mathematics is good for like cryptography and stuff like that, which is definitely part of security. So, I mean, place work require bachelors and stuff. Most of the jobs are senior this, senior that. Some are network admin, sysadmin. It's annoying. Yeah, you can run across that. Can I make a video on computer forensics? It's your concentration for your BS in IT. Yeah, I can add that to my list. Write it down. Computer forensics. I will get a hold of somebody who is working in the forensic side of things, and hopefully we can get them to do an interview, because that would be clutch for sure. That way you can get advice from a pro. Let's see, X-Ray, you took some networking classes beginning and stopped school for a year, and I want to go back, but I don't remember what I learned and where to start. Do you know what networking classes you were taking? Otherwise, I mean, just go to Professor Messer on YouTube and watch his Networking Plus videos, because they're pretty good. Mighty Men, you can absolutely get a job with Security Plus and CSENT cert. And if you have one certification, you are already one step ahead, right? Just think of it that way. You're one step ahead of somebody else. And if you have like good people skills, good customer service skills, then you're like 3 steps ahead. You have to take up to Calc 3 regardless of mathematics. Just add some classes such as graph theory, abstract mathematics. Yeah. I don't know, bro. That's up to you. You got to make that decision. It could be worth it to you to keep down the math track if you want to get into like cryptography, but I don't know. I don't ever need to use math. And if I do, I have this cool thing that's called a calculator, and that's all you need. And then if you're in networking, you have this other cool calculator that's called a subnet calculator. It really makes things much easier for you. That way, you know, it's funny because you have to memorize, you know, the subnets and how they all work and everything like that, just to pass the test, to pass the certification. You get certified, you have to memorize this stuff. But then once you get out into the field, I mean, you may never remember it again, because you'll just pull up a subnet calculator and you'll have it all figured out, like, in no time. So, Toby, do I recommend taking a prerequisite course prior to the CCNA for someone with no IT background education but 1 year in customer service? So, Toby, it's a great question. It's actually a really, really good question, because there's a lot of people out there who will go straight to the CCNA, just like what you're talking about. And they'll pass it. Some of them won't. And that's all they need, right? You could study for it, and you can get the CCNA, but, I mean, what are you really learning anything? Because there's a lot left out if you know nothing about IT that the CCNA just does not teach you. So you really limit yourself a lot by going right to the CCNA. How did I get my start in IT? Man, I answered that question earlier, but it all started when I was like 9 or 10 years old. Put it that way. That's how I got my interest. And then my first job in IT, I was like 18 years old, working for a small school district, and I was helping with like their computer class. And then I just did some of the tech work on the side also. So it was really kind of weird how that worked out. It that's basically how I got that first thing on my resume that said that I worked IT. Like that's all I needed right there. I definitely didn't know a lot, but I knew enough to get myself in trouble probably. But yeah, that's all I needed. Oh, you don't have to be sorry. I was just kidding. So many subnet questions for sure. So it's like high school. Won't remember stuff when you hit actual life. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's like the A plus too. Like to be honest with you, there's so much stuff on there that like I don't think you'll ever like need to use, but it's still good to know. Like it's still good to have that kind of that knowledge. It's just good information. I know there's a new A plus coming out soon, next year or something maybe. Pretty sure it's like next year. So that's going to be really exciting because they're going more towards, they're even leaning more towards security on that and mobile. They're going to talk about a lot more mobile devices, mobile technologies in the new A+. There's no way I could go back to algebra. Oh my gosh. So I got my GED, and I got my GED back in like 2010, which that's a funny story right there. Getting your GED in 2010 when you're 26 years old, 25, 26, 26 years old. I can't even do math right here. 25, I don't know, 25. No, whatever. I don't know. I was an old man and I got my GED. So that was 8 years ago. So I had to do some algebra for that. And I had to study for that. And I think I only, got through that because I just studied like non-stop, and I think I just barely passed the math stuff. So painful. Ben, yeah, you could definitely study the books now. I mean, I wouldn't hold off on it just because there's a new one coming out. The new one's going to have some different stuff on there. Um, but by the time that comes out, you can already get your A plus. So, with the time that you're just wasting, like waiting, just go get your A plus now. Don't wait. I mean, you're gonna have to renew it in 3 years anyway. But the cool thing about CompTIA is you don't have to renew your A plus to keep your A plus up to date. You could you could go out and get your Net plus after that, or your Security plus after that, or Linux plus after that, and it'll renew your A plus at the same time. So that's kind of cool. What do I think about the Google IT certification program? I don't think much about it, honestly. Like, I'm sure it's great. Um, gives you a lot of information, but until companies start recognizing that like fully, um, I just don't. I don't know how much use it's going to be. I'm sure that at some point, like the Google IT cert could be something relevant. Just depends. It's going to rely heavily on businesses holding value in that. City with the most security jobs, I have no idea. One last question. Do I recommend ITL Foundation, CompTIA in Singapore? So the funny thing about ITIL is that not a lot of companies are adapted to that yet. So, um, are, yeah. So Yeah, there's not a lot of companies that are completely adapted to ITIL. It's great to have, though. Like, I definitely believe in that certification and believe what the fundamentals of that stand for. Um, but again, yeah, you live in a different country too, so I can't give you the all the info. Sorry, I'm getting like way too tired. Ben, just I think somebody said check out Professor Messer. Professor Messer is the real deal. AWS is getting more available. Yeah, AWS and Azure are definitely going to get more bigger. More bigger. God, I'm too tired. I gotta go. uh, the G Suite admin, yeah, for education. Google Suite. All right, so I definitely have to go because I can't even talk right. So thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys do this again, hopefully soon. I really enjoy doing these live streams, and I don't do them enough. I need to start doing them weekly again. But there's more exciting news coming next week with this channel. And here's something that I didn't share that I wanted to share. Let me see if I can find this real quick, because this was exciting news that I didn't share. I talked about it earlier and I got all excited about it, but I didn't actually show you guys. So, all right, cool. Here it is. Yeah. Darn it. There you go. Yeah, I'm glad I can help you guys. Seriously. I'm happy to help. But yeah, there's the big news right there. It's crazy. So, 4 kids. I'll have 4 kids. So this whole like not getting sleep thing, like being tired right now, oh man, it's just gonna increase. It's gonna go I'm not gonna get any sleep. Put it that way. So anyway, yeah, little dude was not amused by that. He makes the funniest faces though. Oh my god. I freaking love it. I love the faces this kid gives. So having another one is gonna be very interesting. It's supposed to be due in like April or something like that. This is all new. It's all new news to me, and I'm not looking forward to it. Oh, thank you, Chris. Yeah. Uh, I just went up to you. Yeah, man. I don't. Uh, so I'm going for my. I'm going for the fix next week. Next Wednesday, we're gonna have this all fixed up, so there will not be a fifth, or at least I pray there won't be a fifth. Because my goodness, 4, I'm already freaking out. Yeah, I don't want to imagine 4 kids either. I never saw myself having 3 kids, let alone like having 4 now. Like 3 kids is fine now. I can deal with 3 kids. It's cool. I'm used to it. But 4, oh, and they're gonna be under 2. Yeah, definitely gonna get that surgery done for sure. Because whew, I'm gonna be broke for the rest of my life. I will have no money for the rest of my life. I have to get used to that. I have to work my butt off, which is next week. There's a lot happening on this side of the camera. There's a lot happening. Fiance wants 3, and you said let's see. That's a good idea. Get a dog first. That's what I suggest. Get a dog first. You guys can keep a dog alive. Good. Yeah, no, for real, Defcon. For real. I don't know how I did it. She's on birth control too, so it's, one of those things that I don't know what happened. But anyway, that's my exciting news. I need to get some sleep. I'm exhausted. Oh yeah, you do have a dog. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, your dog afraid of storms. Well, kids are afraid of storms too. So if you can fix your dog, you can fix a kid. Kids aren't that bad. I've always wanted kids my entire life, so I shouldn't complain or be upset that I'm having another one. I'm not that I was, but it's fine. I always wanted to be a dad. I love my kids. So anyway, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. You guys have a great, fantastic night, and you get some sleep as well. Take it easy.